Read 'em and we united.
Yeah, but I got Salah.
I couldn't rhyme it, but I've got Gakpo.
Yeah, you got Gackers, but I got
Gackers.
Darwin as well. Ooh, I
You
woke
had a
up
fat
very
week,
happy.
mate.
Yeah, it was massive. Are we going to point straight away?
Massive. I mean, yeah, geez. How are you? No, let's just get into the points.
Yeah.
All right. Well, welcome back to Draft Boys, the FBL Draft Podcast. As always, joined by Marley G, Hito, and myself, Whitey. Lads, how we doing?
I called the big week hotline, honestly.
Yeah?
I called them. And you know what they said? Mitch is fucked.
I thought you were going to say, like, you called them, like, earlier in the week, and, like, there was, like, it's going to get even bigger.
Oh, no. I called after. You got to.
You don't call in too hot.
No, because you got to respect the big week hotline.
They've got me on hold. That's for sure.
Well, it's good to know that they weren't too overwhelmed after my calls the week before.
Oh,
so
yeah. No,
I'm glad they're still staffed up
No,
because
they-
I probably ran them out of
they're
business.
staffed up.
Dude, the whole music for the hotline is brutal.
Yeah.
Fucking You'll Never Walk Alone on repeat. It's killing me. Yeah.
I did buy the phone number, so that might be mine. I sold it to them with a condition that your hold music has to be there.
Okay, we
Maybe
need a new
should update
1-800.
that with like blue is the color. Winning is our name.
Yeah.
Or Chelsea.
Losing is the name.
Chelsea.
Oh, but we're back to winning.
We are. Massive win for the Chelsea
Huge
boys.
win.
Yeah, good to see all that money on attackers has come off really well.
Yeah, Fofana scored it.
I played golf with Hito on Sunday. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck, Chelsea crushed it last night. And he's like, 1-0 and a defender scored, bro. Relax.
Yeah, seriously.
Miles is like, I'm taking it.
No
Taking
problem at
whatever I
all.
can get,
I was
baby.
like, that's 4-0
3 points.
Yeah, that's how I felt.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Miles is frothing to get to the points. Who's going first this week? I got 56.
Oh, I think I'm lower than that. 43.
We're gaining on him,
Yeah.
boys.
Yeah.
I will do a quick, shout that I got 93 last week.
Yeah, you
after
did.
We,
Why are we talking about
We did
that?
our pod early.
No,
because we had
I
2
don't think
games
we
to
go back to other points. This is this week's points.
You
mate.
cleaned
right,
up
that's right,
from
that's
that
right, that's right.
Arsenal and what was the
Liverpool
other thing?
double.
Oh, the Liverpool double.
Yeah, Trent VVD.
I don't
Yeah.
want to talk about that. Fucking worst double for me. Like an Nketiah benched, like Robbo benched. Gakpo didn't start
Yeah,
the first game.
That really didn't pan out.
I was
dude.
pretty grumpy.
All right. So
I'm
how
surprised.
did the 43 points come about? Who was your big scorers?
Big scorer was Matoma.
Oh,
13 points.
he's so hot. Right?
About
on
time.
fire.
About time.
On fire.
Well, he was a bit cold for a minute, wasn't he? Not cold, but he'd simmered.
He had 2 games with no points.
Yeah, and then it probably seemed a bit more because he had a bye, like they didn't play.
Oh, that's
So
right.
it seems like 3 weeks, but it's only 2.
Okay, all right.
But they got a double this week, boys.
Yeah.
Okay,
Very
wait.
excited for
Let's
that.
just settle down. Settle down. We'll get to that. We'll get to
I'm
that.
really
Let's just
frothing
hear about
today.
Hito's points.
And then the rest of it was made up from 4 cleanies from Chelsea and Liverpool defenders.
Wow, the defense pulling in. Okay.
How'd you go, Whitey?
He is excited, isn't he? He's like, how'd you go, Whitey? Okay, let's move on. Look, yeah, not too bad. Robbo finally get me some points there. Didn't enjoy seeing him bench the other week. But yeah, 9 points from him. I picked up Pinnock. He scored.
Good pickup.
How good.
He's a good
Really
pickup.
good.
And
pickup.
leading into the double, he's got,
Yeah.
I think it's 2 doubles. Yeah, it's great. Foden following up his good performance last week with another, which is what I said would happen. So
He's
what's
coming in
up?
clutch for you.
Gackers, 14
Huge
points.
You had a pretty good week, you know.
I did here, and then Haaland with an assist and 4. I picked up Ings, nothing there. Bit disappointed about that after the week prior, but
Has
yeah,
he got a
overall
double
pretty
this
good.
week? He's got a double, Aston Villa.
No, I don't
No, not
think
Villa.
so.
so.
No.
Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, 56 points. I'm happy.
All right,
Go
so
on,
are
get
we
over
on to the
done with.
main event?
Yeah, the main event. Let's go.
The championship.
Oh God.
Jesus, mate. You're still
Just
third.
tell us the
There
fucking
is
point.
points
Calm down.
all over my team. Okay.
Okay.
There's
Make it quick.
Chilwell, double digit 10. McAllister, 14 points. Darwin with 12. And I'm a loyal Salah owner, even though I've been trying to
Not
sell
by
it
choice.
Yeah,
Not
right.
by
for like the
choice,
last
mate.
few months.
Shit.
But that's part of the
Fuck,
plan.
I wish I fucking
Shout out to Viren, who didn't actually keep him.
Oh,
He's very, very,
condolences.
very upset about it.
Yeah.
But
Did you tell him to? Is that how you were able to handle keeping? 'Cause
I'm
you
not. No, I
mentally
felt
gave
like
him
it was
away.
his own decision. He
Okay,
just, but he did it a long time ago, so I think the points are kind of more balanced.
Yep.
But anyway, I kept him 21 points, and we don't even have captains, boys.
We don't.
Look at
It's huge.
I love the sound of disappointment from these two.
But it's okay though, because I'm still ahead of you. My haul's bigger.
You don't know.
Ducks a quarter back.
But I'm gaining, and you must be worried.
The whole
You are,
the
you're
whole
very
pack
close.
went a
Yeah.
little like just cinched up a little, like because at our league leader is only got 21 points this week. He was sitting on 17. I'm like, oh, and I looked at how many players he plays. Like, oh, he's fucked. And then I'm sitting here. I'm like, I'm on 56. Miles 73. Heat on 43. I love it when the whole pack just gains all at once. I didn't love losing a position to Miles. I was hoping,
But it's good for the waiver for you.
yeah.
Yeah.
And Whitey, you're just holding on to within 100 from the league leader. You're
And-
99 points from him.
And the thing is, like in fourth in our league, we got a 7-man league. I may as well be the first draft pick because
Yeah.
no one else is playing underneath me.
They're
so you boys
useless.
better watch out.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, Bobby.
I'm glad that McAllister and a lot of players that you probably would have picked up are gone.
I've got some in mind this week.
Okay,
And I'll tell you, and this, now I won't have to hold back at all.
Yeah.
Now I can just tell you all
Let's
my
talk
pickups.
about it.
Oh,
Let's
you
talk
can
about
finally
it.
be truthful in this pod. That's nice.
Mate, you guys are
gonna
about to get
some
all the
good
gems.
content.
They're like, this is the best episode ever. Why do you have to just keep losing just for the sake of the listeners?
I'll do it. All right, lads. Well, we got Hito on Snack Chat this
Yeah, let's
week.
do it.
Yeah, while he's getting the snack, I'll explain.
Yeah. No, get the drink first.
Now, we got one of our little members here. Oh, God, he's quick on this. Will bring a drink and a snack each week, and when the other two rate it. And Hito's got the drink for today.
Yeah, so we got a drink from Pals. It's a whiskey, apple, and soda.
Oh, that sounds
That sounds cool.
amazing.
5.8%.
Perfect.
Decent.
I
Cheeky
need
little
that.
330ml cans in lovely light blue.
Oh my God.
Colour.
I would call that like a pastel blue. There's a couple of bogans on the front barbecuing on a Weber, which is
I know,
great.
cool little imagery.
Yeah, very cool imagery.
Yeah, it looks real nice.
Yeah, look, here we go. I'm going to crack this fresh one.
Yeah, crack it, boys. I'll get the snack while you're doing that.
Oh, baby, that
That
does
was a
have
good
nice
crack. Can we
crisp
still
crack.
say fuck COVID?
Oh, yeah, fuck 'em. Yeah, fuck COVID. It's been a while. All right. Oh, that's very light and refreshing. Is that 5.8%?
Yeah.
Wow,
Oh,
that's
God.
that's dangerous.
You would get
Real dangerous.
you get slaughtered on those.
And then
it's
they
it's
got-
still very in keeping with Hito's seltzery
Yeah.
vibes.
I'm just trying to give us something a little different, you know? Trying to keep the carbs down for you boys. And then to compliment, we have a Little Green Kitchen caramel homemade slice.
Oh, wow.
They are fucking delicious.
How homemade
Okay, you
is
heard
this?
it here
Did you make it
first.
for us on
I didn't
Sunday?
make them, but from
Yes.
this, company homemade.
Because like Miles
little-
brought
my little,
homemade
Harris
goods
Farm.
last time.
I know, kind of got inspired by these. I love them.
Wow. See, I'm not usually a big caramel guy, but that's not too caramelly. You know?
It's delicate.
It's
It
delicate.
is
It's
delicate.
delicate. It's a delicate
delicate
taste on the
flour.
palate.
It's very palatable.
Yeah, I'm getting
It's quite a thin chocolate layer.
I'm
with
getting a
nice
back
biscuit.
palate of nutty crumble
Oh,
and a finish of 75% chocolate, dark chocolate.
Oh, you reckon?
it's quite light on
I
the
think
chocolate.
it's quite milky chocolate. Actually.
talking.
Yeah, I reckon it's milky.
I don't know my business.
somewhat oaky.
Yeah, we can more.
Okay, we better rate this thing.
Yeah, rate it, boys.
I'll give you 8 for the drink. I think it's solid. And for the snack, I mean, I'm going to give you a 7.5, and that's big for me with caramel.
I'm going to give you a 7 for the drink. I'm going to give you a 7.1 for the snack. I'm not going to give any reasoning.
Cool. I'll just
You just have
sleepless
to
night.
sit with the numbers.
Sleepless
Yeah.
night.
It's like, why? What did I do wrong?
I'll deconstruct every part of the drink and the food and try and work out what was the ingredient.
Was it my pairing?
Yeah, was the nutty caramel? Was it not dark?
I thought Miles was going to say, was it my parents? From a young age, they fed me caramel slice, and then I brought it to this table, and it fucked up. Snack chat.
Maybe you guys have a history with it. So
All right, boys, we better
Don't
get
like
into
it.
this podcast. We've got a lot to talk about today.
We do.
Yeah.
For a change, there's some good games.
I know. Should I
We
kick
had
off-
to leave some out.
I know. We had to leave a couple of good games out.
I know. And we've got a great segment of fan chat this week.
We do.
So we better roll into it.
Let's do it.
Hito, what do you think of this Arsenal-Bournemouth game?
Ooh. I don't know. There was a little bit of controversy about the win. Did you guys see that?
A lot of
I
minutes
know,
at the end.
a lot of extra time minutes and
To
people
be
raging.
fair, I didn't watch the full 90, so it's hard to gauge for me whether the added time was necessary. But I don't know. I didn't read
still,
the articles either.
I don't know
what
where
was
it
the
came
deal
from.
I guess we got to put it aside and just look at Arsenal have come back again. You know, they went
have.
2 down.
Yeah.
They made a lot of changes and they scored some nice goals. Like obviously just kind of very Arsenal-esque at the moment.
Yeah, they do seem to find a way back. And I guess, yeah, we've been talking about them all season, but even these last couple of games is where they've really started doing this, you know, finding a way to win.
Yeah, it hurts a little bit for those of us holding defenders from Arsenal because they do like to do this every now and again.
Yeah, they've kind of, I feel like their defenders have kind of lost a little value, wouldn't you say? Especially in the last
agree.
month or two.
They had a really solid run of like cleanies kind of nearly every week for the first, I don't know, 13 game weeks. They had like 2 on the trot, then one not cleanie. And then they kind of did really well. And then
They went back to back just before this game.
They did, yeah. But it was Leicester and Everton, which is expected.
Exactly, yeah,
but they
given.
haven't kept one since. They've kept what? So 2 from before that since the World Cup. So that's not amazing. But against Bournemouth, you'd expect a cleanie as well, which is a bit disappointing.
Well, Billing opened up the scoring like,
Yeah.
what, how quick was it?
was it like 20 seconds?
I thought I heard 9 seconds.
Yeah, it was real
It was
fucking
like
early.
I
It
was
was
going to say
crazy.
10. Yeah, I didn't want
Hit
to
the
say
kickoff and it just went boom, 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 and it was in. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh,
Okay.
fuck.
I thought it was pretty bad defending from Arsenal too. They felt like they just didn't know what they were doing in the middle.
Yeah, it wasn't great. It felt very like not like a set play, but like very planned.
Yes.
They just kind of went boom, 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 and they were in there. And Arsenal had no idea. They're on the back foot. It was awesome.
You know what it reminded me of? Like just playing FIFA.
Oh,
It was just like,
yeah, it was a bit
FIFA
like
vibes.
that.
you know, it was just like,
I thought you were going to say it reminded you of those like David Luiz kickoffs that we used to do, where he would just they kick the ball back to David Luiz and everyone would run forward and he'd just play a ball in it and we get like random goals. It was like Diego Costa era and like just random shit was going on.
it's such a schoolboy tactic.
I know, but it worked out so good. Yeah.
But I thought Bournemouth, though, that was, you know, they looked really good. And I think the fact
They
that
showed up.
Solanke and being back in the team now after his injury, him and Billing linked up quite nicely.
Yeah.
There's nothing like having nothing to lose, right? League leaders
yeah.
just have a crack. And it just seems that's what makes it so hard being at the top because these teams,
Yeah,
you
they
know,
don't
I
care.
mean, yes, they do have a lot to lose, but they're playing the best team. So they just go out there and have a crack.
100%.
And it's the best
But
tactic.
they linked up really nicely.
And besides the attackers, the other goal scorer, Senesi, he's actually scored twice in the last 4 games, I think.
Interesting. Is he a starter?
He is,
basically, yeah. Like he's got, you know, he scored against Newcastle and then scored against Arsenal. So, you know, it could actually be an option. I'm not sure about this week. They don't have a double. They're playing Liverpool, but after that they go Villa, Fulham,
And then they get a double in 29.
Oh yeah, so Fulham Brighton is their double. But you know, if he's getting up there for like set pieces, and
Yeah. Well, the thing is, that blank shouldn't be too much of a problem. Like with those 2 double game weeks.
Yeah.
for deeper leagues,
Surrounding
I
it.
think he's definitely an option.
I think so too. I quite like it. And then as well, like, you know,
He's not starting.
there's a really good run from, what was that?
What's his name?
Senesi,
Senesi.
Marcos Senesi. He basically plays 90 minutes all the time.
Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Sorry. Carry on, boys.
And this is why we don't get him doing stats.
Yeah, no research mid-pod for you.
I'm just doing some stats here, boys.
He's changing his waiver.
I'm just looking up where
putting
he plays.
transfers in. Let's go.
I'm just looking up where he
But
plays.
with Arsenal, we all know what their lineup is. If you haven't got them, you
He's
know,
a fucking centre back.
centre back. Yeah.
Oh, you guys didn't say that.
Well, we said defender.
Oh, did you?
Like, do we have to clarify that?
I don't know who the fuck Senesi is, dude. Wait, he's a Bournemouth defender.
He's putting him in his waiver like right now. He's like,
No, I'm like looking up the lineups to see where he plays. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy?
all right. So
Sorry.
that's pretty much all we need to know. Like, I think Solanke, Billing, this Senesi could be a pickup in deeper leagues.
yeah, definitely a threat.
And Arsenal, you know, like if you haven't got them, you're probably not getting them.
Yeah, for sure. But we should talk about the way that game played out. We didn't really go through these goals. Like, obviously, Bournemouth went ahead 2-0.
2-0.
And I think it was like the first time ever that Arsenal has come back from a 2-0 lead down. Sorry, a 2-0 loss down. Anyway, to come back and win it ever. And
Ever?
the 2 times in one season
Oh,
to come back from 2-0 down and win.
Okay.
So anyway,
It's definitely a different Arsenal.
yeah, it is. And it was pretty, they just make it work. They make it happen. And that Party far post tap in was nice.
Yeah,
White scoring his first goal
Yeah.
for Arsenal for that equaliser. And then Nelson, what a fucking story there.
smashed that.
Amazing.
I
His
can't believe how
six-
much time he got given as well on the edge of the box there.
Yeah.
I know. He's been given, I think he's only played 64 minutes this season.
Yeah. And apparently his contract chats have stalled. So,
As a result of that goal,
no, but just in general.
he's like, whoa, I scored a goal, guys. I'm going to need a lot more money.
Triple my pay.
I don't know why it stalled, but I just read an article after the game that.
Fuck, what a goal, though.
Oh,
Yeah,
Like the
As well.
circumstances,
Yeah.
the 97th minute. Like I'm looking at that highlight thing,
yeah.
you know, like just sorry, I was looking at just the scores in the morning when I woke up and I'm like, holy fuck. This game
Yeah.
must have been awesome.
Yeah.
And then I didn't even realize how early Billings' goal was as
I know.
well. Like this game had so much.
Mm.
And then for the winner to be that, I was just like, oh my God. And you feel good for him because he just
Yeah.
he clearly has had a rough run with injuries and like the lads were all pretty happy for him.
Yeah.
I think a lot of fantasy owners would have been disappointed waking up to that score and the fact that Martinelli, Odegaard, Saka, none of them were involved.
Well,
at
I'm
all.
sure you were disappointed.
I
I was not.
I'm sure. So I said many
I'm not
owners.
disappointed. Yeah. 'cause
Yeah, I
it's
feel
just
good.
Mitch and
Yeah, it's
Tito
just
that
you
has
two
to-
fucks.
I think one thing we should
Arsenal
say as well,
balls.
which is interesting, is Trossard started in the false 9
Yeah, that was
position,
interesting.
but he was off after 22 minutes.
Why?
I'm guessing because they're down 2-0.
Maybe.
And then ESM, Emmy Smith Rowe comes on.
Oh, I was like, who the fuck is ESM?
ASM. There's ASM and ASM.
Yeah, I was really confused.
I'm not surprised because he hasn't played a lot. at
I
all
know.
this
I saw
season.
that he got it some time. I
Yeah, he
was
got
like,
an
whoa.
assist for the party goal, and then he was hooked off at 69 minutes for Nelson to win. So that's actually worked really well. The subs, he brings on Emmy to get the assist for the first cup goal, and he takes Emmy off to bring on Nelson to score the winner.
It seems like he's.
Are we calling him Emmy?
Yeah.
Yeah, Emil.
Emil? Emmy?
It seems like
That's
Arteta's
confusing.
taken maybe like a Pep masterclass. or
Mate, that was like where every substitution just pays off.
Do you think he got the subscription to Masterclass and like was like saw
Probably.
Pep Guardiola was on there? He's like, fuck
No.
yeah, this is it.
I think
this
he got
is it.
like the 3-year version being next to
he's
him.
like, what? Fucking $10.99 a month? Fuck, I can't afford that.
Now that's Jose. That's Jose on Masterclass. Like, fuck, how's Pep doing it? Yeah, how's he doing it? All right, let's move on, boys. We got another big one here. Brighton beating West Ham 4-0.
Yeah, pumping the hammers.
So how
It was West Ham that won 4-0 last week, right? Am I wrong or am I right?
They did, yeah.
They did.
Wow. Just
Yeah.
gone the complete other way there.
I know.
But when it's Brighton, they're like just
They're like
in form team.
they're
I
like
loved that Matoma goal. Oh, how's he squeezed that in?
That's lovely.
I know. And
Just
he
that
wins
back
that
post.
pen for McAllister. Good
Yeah.
week for him.
But
wasn't
even
it?
the build up though for that Matoma tap in at the end, like March is just running this game. Like he's like the pass before the assist like 2 or 3 times. And just like was dribbling and just silking his way through all the defenders to then lay off to someone to then put the pass in.
Where
Just-
does this come from?
I don't know.
March was like the least sexy player
He
in
was.
fantasy. He's literally now he's the new Almiron.
Yeah.
yeah.
They literally was playing him left wing back and now he's just
What the fuck?
like silky winner.
It's pretty juicy. And then on top of that, McAllister obviously taking the pen, which is obviously a big part of his appeal.
Yeah.
But also he was in there. He looked like a threat the whole game, even for the points where he wasn't doing stuff. Like he tried that little flick on and
Yeah.
yeah.
he just looked like a good, decent threat.
Oh yeah, and we did shout him out. I think it was last week because since he's come back from the World Cup, his underlying stats have just been incredible.
Well, yeah, and he's had a bit of a position change,
And
right?
the
He's been
position
playing
change,
further
yeah.
forward. So, yeah, I mean, if you don't have him, get him.
Yeah.
I'm sure if you were listening to our podcast, you had him last week.
I hope the fans got him.
Anything else from that game? Any other highlights for you guys?
Look, Gross got an assist, so I think Gross owners must be like kind of, very, very happy because it's been very quiet.
Yeah, I know. It's like, yeah, Gross got an assist. The other one, Welbsy,
Welbsy.
coming on. That was a nice goal too. He wanted that.
That was a real good finish. The tricky one here is that Ferguson looked really good throughout this game. He was very lively, had a few shots saved. So I don't know if it's just a straight Welbs in because he scored.
I don't know.
It's not like he was doing shit.
I don't think so. And I think his XG is quite good last time I checked.
So I don't know. Maybe they got the double, so they might rotate them. So you might not actually get the double up of the two strikers playing.
To be fair, like Welbs has had virtually no minutes since game week 14.
Yeah.
Like he's had little spells where he's come on or maybe played 58 minutes and injured again,
He'll
then
probably
comes
just
on
come
24
on.
minutes, gets 2 starts again, and then he's injured again. Now he's coming back again. So I don't know. If you can time it, he seems to do stuff when he's back, but
He'll just come on, I reckon, for third.
Yeah, and in the past, it's been they've struggled for goals. So as soon as he scores a goal, you know he's in there because they need something. Whereas there's so many goals in this team now, it's not as crucial.
yeah. Okay. Let's talk about Brentford. No, I'm joking. Okay, no. For people who can't see our spreadsheet, the next one up is Liverpool versus United.
I hope they can't see our spreadsheet. That'd be a bit weird.
That would be weird.
We posted
live stream.
the Google Doc.
Dude, that game.
Yeah.
So I actually woke up and I purposely didn't look at the result because I wanted to it's a big fixture. So
I know, stupid. I didn't do that.
So I
could have watched it too.
I watched the 9-minute version, and the first bit of highlight that they did was the Gakpo goal at 43 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is a 9-minute
This is
highlight.
exactly what happened to
And
me.
I was like, a lot must have happened in the second half.
yeah.
They're
They've just skipped
it's
straight
just
to
that.
it.
And I was like, okay. And then when the third goal went in, I was like, okay, this is going to just keep going.
Yeah, I know.
And it did.
It didn't look like it would stop until the minutes ended.
Yeah.
Like it was just waiting for the game to end. Otherwise it would have kept going.
It was so good. That Gakpo goal to kick that off was so nice.
Yeah.
He sent Varane. Like,
Yeah.
what? I
And
felt like that wasn't that hard to defend, actually. Varane just fully committed down.
But the touch, man. The touch, because he gave himself so much space with the momentum of Varane.
But also the best part was
Varane
that
wasn't
they
super smart.
Dallo got drawn out of position to meet Robbo, I think, out wide. And then he got stuck way up the pitch so that Robbo cut in and was able to stop, open his body and play Gakpo straight through with
What a
Fred
ball.
covering it right back. So it was just, it was so
That was
sexy.
nice. And then, Darwin, Elliot smashing it into Darwin.
But it was just
Just
Woods
heads it
all
in.
over them, just like passing around, being ricocheted out. Like there's just a body anywhere to take it.
So what? Like, have you seen that performance at all this season?
No. Maybe the last time memory was when we beat Bournemouth, which I think was
I was gonna say.
9-0 or 7-0.
Was
This
that at
season?
the start of the season?
Yeah, start of the season when we beat Bournemouth.
Did you? Fuck, I don't remember that.
'Cause, you guys love a Bournemouth beating.
That was like the last time. Basically, that was a highlight, and then it just went to shit.
But the third goal is the pick of the bunch for me, guys.
the Salah.
Oh, Salah down the wing?
Yeah.
Oh
and how
my
he just
God.
completely rinsed, was it Martinez?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and he was so lax about it. It
Dude,
had Hazard vibes to me.
Oh my
Like Hazard used to just do that so
I
fucking
don't think
lax.
many
That was
people
the
can
same
do
Salah.
that, but the
No.
finish as well.
Oh,
Gakpo.
that was when I was like, I'm so glad I'm owning Gakpo right now.
Yeah.
Because there's no way with the 2 goals that he just scored that he's not playing.
Oh, dude, like they were audacious goals.
They
Like,
were so nice. That chip finish was so intelligent too.
oh,
That just
had Coutinho
screamed
vibes.
someone
Do you remember
in
when
form.
Coutinho chipped De Gea a while back at Old Trafford? A couple of seasons ago, but
Probably.
he basically dribbled through the whole box and chipped De Gea like that.
oh yeah,
It's like
that
the
was
same vibe.
filthy.
That
Yeah.
was savage, that goal. I was so happy in that moment. Okay, what else
Salah's
did we
volley
get?
was pretty fucking nice.
That was nice too.
Like, lucky the build up because it deflected off a player into his path.
And
But
Darwin
the fact that he
just-
turned 180, snapped right foot.
yeah,
right
just went
foot, yeah.
boom.
And he doesn't do that. He will often take the moment to move it to his left. So I was
Yeah.
very surprised
Unsavable.
by the shot.
top net.
I'm like, please do that more.
Yeah.
He doesn't fucking shoot on
That's
his
what
right.
I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Come on,
Give it to
Salah.
me, baby.
Like,
Yeah, that was spicy. That Hendo cross to Darwin.
Oh, the
And the
man
lovely
bun
the
flick.
flick on
Off
header.
the man bun.
The
Backhand,
goals
yeah.
were very nice.
Everything was juicy.
Um, Yeah, and then Salah smashes it in close off that ricocheting one. It was
Yeah.
all right.
And
but-
Firmino's goal was sweet as well.
Oh, it was nice.
the
Came
little
on.
drag.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
he was so happy. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, well, as if you would.
Yeah.
Gotta get
He's
in
been
on it.
injured and he gets in on it. And it's fucking, just
Oh,
caking
and
it
he's,
on
he's
top
come
of
out
United.
saying he's not signing a contract. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I did.
No.
He's announced that he's going to move on, and it's fair enough because he's not going to play anymore. We've got Jota, Darwin, Gakpo. Like
Yeah, there's a lot
he's just going to be
going
less
on.
and less minutes, and he's 31, so he'll get some more minutes somewhere else.
Yeah, I think
Is
it's
he
a good
just going to
move for him.
go to like Saudi with Ronaldo?
No, I reckon he probably. I don't think he will actually. I think he's good enough to go like a
West Ham?
top five leagues.
Corinthians?
maybe like Italy or
Be
Spain or
good for
something.
West Ham.
Dude, he'd be good anywhere.
I reckon after all this time in Liverpool, he's been there a long time. I reckon he'll go to Spain or something nice. Just
Yeah.
by
Something
the fucking
nice.
beach.
Yeah, by
Yeah,
the
not
beach.
Liverpool, dude.
Sevilla. I don't even know if Sevilla's got a beach. I assume it does. Sounds
I don't
like
know.
it.
It sounds like it'd be nice wherever you go. Is it
Yeah.
inland? I don't know where that is.
Barca.
But boys,
Barca's
before
got a
we
beach.
move on from Liverpool, I've
Oh,
got to
sorry.
play you this
Oh, okay.
live stream from a United fan
Oh, do
watching
it.
this.
Do
It's
it.
too fucking good. Okay,
Alright.
let's see.
Oh no, don't you dare! Don't you dare! Don't dare! The bloody a charity match now! It's a bloody charity match! They're bloody lining up! Get the kids on! Get the under 13s on! Get there we go.
So that was when the 7th goal went in.
Oh my god, that's so
Just the-
good.
Oh no. Oh,
You got to
oh,
send me
stop
that, man.
It's a
Gotta send me
charity,
that.
Dude, the
Put the
compilations
13.
of all the people who live stream themselves watching the game and they snip
Yeah.
it with all the United people and just you get to watch every one of their reactions to each goal.
Yes.
And just progressively gets more and more.
The new
Depressing.
Arsenal fan TV.
It's so good.
Oh,
This dude was,
frothy.
you could just hear it in his voice, like, no, don't do this. Don't do this. I fucking lost my shit, dude. It was too funny.
All right. So besides from this result, where do we go from here? You
Well,
know,
we get a little bit excited about Liverpool.
we do.
Yeah, those assets, like you said, Milo, like super strong now. Super strong.
I
And
know.
the rotation now, because even Jota's look pretty decent now. So I think if you're holding any of those attacking players, you're feeling pretty good.
Mm. And the form as well, because there's been a couple of games now that we have seen a little bit glimpse of the old Liverpool.
Mm.
You know, it's not just this one.
They're sitting in 6th now, right?
They're
Yeah,
grinding.
rocketing up the table.
And I just think that is going to give them so much confidence.
Mm. Big
They're
time.
going to want to make Champions League. There's going to be a push for them at the end of this season. I think, yeah, this is a good time to own Liverpool. There's no doubt about
Yeah.
it.
So we're going in hard for trades.
To get them,
Yeah.
so hard though.
It would be after
Like, because
something
after
like
just that, no one's giving away anything for like.
Yeah.
No.
If you did it
getting
last
big
week.
dogs.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's going to be very hard to get trades. The only thing I can think that's out there maybe is Kanate.
Kanate, yeah.
I
That's
think
not
he's-
exciting or sexy.
Last
Get
two-
that out of my
Last
face.
2 games he's played with Van Dijk, 2 clean sheets.
Okay.
Might be your way into the team if no one
Didn't I
snapped him up
see
yet.
Matip on the field though? Or did he just come on towards the end? Because I only watched the highlights.
I can't quite remember what happened with Matip.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't.
He didn't?
No.
Maybe I just
He might have
Yeah.
been on the bench or something, but
maybe I saw
Yeah.
him celebrating or something.
but I think he's probably going to secure that spot and that's the only one you probably could pick up. And you're not going to pick up a mid probably.
Yeah. All right. Well,
You're not?
I don't know.
I'm
They're just too
Hendo.
irregular. Him or
Yeah,
Elliot.
no, I
It's
agree.
just not-
Elliot.
It's not where your points come from.
He ain't
unfortunately.
sexy as Whitey would say.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, they got
Sexy
Bournemouth
boy.
next week, which, we just saw are capable of anything.
Nine.
They blank
9-0.
28, and then they've got, I know, not a great double.
And
It's
we did
City,
beat
Chelsea.
Bournemouth have a nice deficit to try and claw back. It was 9-0 early in the season.
Yeah,
so-
yeah, true. They're going to be out for blood.
Jesus.
Okay, last one for our game highlights here. Brentford 3-2 against Fulham.
Yeah, this was a good game this morning. I watched it.
It was, yeah. I watched the second half. Yeah, look, it seemed like Brentford were all over them.
It did. It did. I think that the scoreline actually flatters Fulham a bit, personally.
Agree.
100%. Like
and
that
I
late
think it flatters
goal.
like Andreas Pereira's points as well.
Mm.
Because he got 8 with 2 assists. And you're like, oh, okay, let me check it out. And I watched
Yeah.
it, I'm like, oh, like
But
a
still,
shot
dude,
and then a free
he
kick.
just keeps getting.
I know he does, but
I think he's. I don't know. He's pretty underrated.
Yeah, I think Pereira for deep leagues, you just, you know, you got to have him.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I think Pereira for deep leagues, you just, you got to have him. Yeah.
I think he's. I don't know. He's pretty underrated.
put him in and you don't touch him.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Like
And I was
looking at
just
where
like hoping for a sexy little, pass.
Something,
instead of
yeah.
a
Little
It
through
was a
ball.
nice like free kick that he
Little
could
Robbo
boast.
through ball to Gakpo.
he's just under 100
You've got
points.
high
He's sitting on the
standards,
same
so-
points as Matto.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Like-
a lot. Oh no, he is. I just kind of like was seeing that and expecting to see. When you're saying it flattered them, it did because it wasn't a
Well, yeah,
necessarily nice build up as lucky chance.
exactly.
That's true.
Well, yeah. I mean, that deflected Pinnock goal, I celebrated that pretty hard.
Oh, yeah.
bet
you
you
would.
did.
I woke up and I checked the score because I knew it was on, and it was like the 7th minute, and it hadn't registered who'd scored the goal yet, but there was a goal for Brentford, and I was like, okay. And I'm waiting for it to load, and then Pinnock comes up. I'm like, yeah, fucking,
I love those vibes.
get in. I
hate
couldn't
waiting. It's
believe
so
it.
stressful.
That was the last person I expected. I was like, oh, Tony, fucking Wemo.
Yeah. Oh.
Anyway, yeah, so that was cool. But yeah, they were all over them.
Tony had a good game.
So I think there are some assets here that are worth talking about because they are in the same situation as Brighton. They've got double game week coming up this
do.
week, then a week off, then another double
no
game
week off.
What? They don't have the week off.
They got Leicester in between.
Oh yeah,
They've
so
got
they're
double Leicester, then double.
they're the dream.
This is where you need to make moves this week if
Yeah.
you're going for anyone.
Which is why I jumped on Pinnock last week, but he's a decent option. He's had a little bit of form lately. We've talked about other players before, but I think you jump on any Brentford defender right now if they're available.
and they're kind doubles too. Everton, Southampton,
They're really
Leicester.
good.
Fuck, Brighton United are a bit tricky in the second double, but you take your chances.
yeah,
I really like Jensen as well. And it's not just because he scored. He gets all the minutes and he actually, 3 weeks before this, he got 8. And then 2 weeks before that, he got 10.
I know he's getting points.
Like he's got 3 goals in 7 weeks, maybe 6?
yeah, I
6
completely
weeks.
agree. He's
and
a
then
pickup.
assists before that, dude. So
Yeah.
3 goals, 3 assists in about 10 weeks.
For this run of games, you are scrambling for anyone plays for Brentford.
Yeah, I'm dropping Bowen for him.
Wow.
Like I'm just telling you.
That's if you get him, dude.
Well, I mean, who are you going to get?
Maybe him.
Well,
You
get
never
him.
know. That's what happens when I go down low in the team.
Get
He's
him.
going to
I'll-
snap up
so
these
much for
little
revealing
morsels.
all.
I'll go. I'll get De Silva
promises
then.
are
I
you?
like De
We'll
Silva.
wait till we get to my pickups.
But even still, like Norgard, he's got 2 assists in the last 3 weeks. Like it's not huge points, but it's just
but it's
Yeah.
solid.
and he gets the minutes.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, also, what about the assist from? Is like written as Shape. I think it's like Chardre or something.
yeah.
But that's
He looks
fucking
good.
Run.
You know what I just thought about? She-Dre.
Oh, She-Dre. The She-Dre. To all those the league fans out there.
It's inside of me.
Oh, my God.
Dude, that was sex. That little run he made.
It was very nice. He's rapid. I just don't think he's going to get
No,
starts.
off the bench twice, but
And it's funny, like I heard this thing today. I don't know if this is a common term, but they said that the dialogue or something to do with the dialogue at Brentford about substitutes is you've got like starters and you've got finishers. So the finishers like finish the game. So they come on. It's not like they're a substitute. It's not like negative in any way.
that's how they phrase it.
They're phrasing it as they're the finishers. So like you've got your De Silvas, you've got guys like that Sade. How do you say his name?
I don't know. Chardre.
Chardre.
Chardre. Sharp.
Yeah, because they weren't
come
just
on.
like holding the ball.
No,
they were
the-
going for it.
That's the thing. Exactly. Those guys come on
It's a
and they're
good
like, know
philosophy.
that they're coming on for an impact and it's a positive vibe around the terminology at least.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Like
it
the last
does,
runner
but-
on a relays. Everyone's fucking in on it. Let's do it.
Exactly.
It's like, what's that Mortal Kombat phrase? You know, that fatality at the end?
Oh,
Finish him.
finish him. Yeah. Yeah. Fulham were like last breath, like, we're going to fucking stab you in the gut with that last goal.
Esophagus and everything.
Yeah.
And just like,
Oh, how
play it
good's
like
Mortal
a flute.
Kombat?
Oh, so good.
Oh, man.
The
I
new
could go
one.
all
Did
day.
you see the new movie?
Look, hang on. We got to go.
Yeah.
That was filmed here.
Was it?
Yeah, Adelaide. Okay. I think that we've covered everything there. I guess the only other thing is maybe Vinicius.
Vinicius, and we've got to shout out Solomon.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
4 weeks on the
Solomon.
trot
Yeah.
again. Like, for fuck's sake, he's still free in our league, and I hate it because us three probably just can't make the move. And
Yeah.
I guess I'm happy that no one below has picked him up, but
Well, I think that this leads.
I hope someone
perfectly
picked him up
into-
after leads
This leads into our next section, stop, drop, and hold,
Yeah.
because I've actually put him as a
He's
stop.
got to be in there.
Oh, he's a stop.
Yeah.
He's a stop.
And
I think he was a. Oh no, he wasn't. He was a stop last week.
Yeah,
dude.
but I'm
double stop.
doubling. Yeah.
Okay.
This is the new Almiron.
This is now. It's like an exclamation, not a stop.
It is Almiron 2.0.
yeah. It's
Is it? I think. It's.
Dude,
I think
there.
marches.
Maybe.
all right. So for
But
all
he's
the
on the
new
run, though.
listeners, we have a next segment. It's called Stop, Drop, and Hold.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Hito, please explain to
Oh, I
the
thought
people.
Miles was going to do it.
Oh, he's going to steal my thunder.
I would
Yeah.
never do that.
Stop sleeping on these bitches.
These bitches.
If they're still free, you can make a move. Don't look at me like that. These
What's drop?
bitches. Drop. Get them out of your team.
Yeah.
Or trade them away.
Yeah.
And then hold. Hold them tight.
Still potential in the holds.
Don't let go yet.
Yeah. Like your question. These are the big questions we're trying to answer,
Yeah.
and we don't
We,
always.
we
answer
want to
them.
vibe out just like what we think we might wait another week or two.
Yeah, we want to see what's happening, fixtures, all that. So let's talk. Stop. Well, this one seems obvious, but like, I don't think we've ever put him in as a stop because his form was questioned early on. Gakpo.
He deserves a
He's
shout
hot
out.
right now.
Yeah. They don't
he's
have
hot.
to be free and obvious. We got to just throw him
I
out
think,
there.
Along the lines of what we were talking about before, of like trades and stuff like that, maybe he's someone worth trading for because I just think off the back of those 2 goals and his form lately, it's going to continue.
Man,
And we all know what a player in form can do.
4
so
goals in the last 5 games. So,
I just think, yeah, and the nature of the last 2 goals, wow.
yeah, they were next level.
So, we've already talked about that. Solomon, we've got in there. We already spoke about that.
Solly,
That's
yeah.
4
The only
4
thing
goals.
that I'm worried about with Solomon is Fulham's fixtures are not great.
That's what we said last time. And I think
I
that's why no one's
know.
picked him up. And he's still getting goals.
But okay, so question for you then. Arsenal this week, then
not
a
that
buy,
bad.
then
they're
a
letting
buy,
goals in, dude.
but then a buy. Like, would you be pulling the trigger knowing you got a hard fixture and a buy?
It just
Poss-
depends on your team.
If you've got a spare spot, because after that,
Yeah.
I think it's so good. It's Bournemouth, West Ham, Everton.
It is.
Leeds.
You just got to pull the trigger now.
Aston
And
Villa,
I think the
2
trigger
weeks.
gets pulled now.
Yeah.
Chick, boom.
Yeah, it's tough because we've got the double game week right now to deal with.
and you're
but-
trying to prioritize double players over.
Yeah,
And you might get away with waiting 1 more week. But then if you are in first, second, third, or whatever, you're not going to be close to your waiver wire. You've got to be that 1 week early. So you might have to take that hit just for this week. You
do.
It's all just,
Yeah. The people, some people
weighing it
will
up.
have the hesitancy, but other people just pull the trigger. Some people want to try and wait and risk it. But
yeah.
okay, move on to next one. We just got to shout out McAllister, actually.
Yeah, we're putting
You've thrown him
McAllister
in.
in. Yeah, it's a
First week of points.
It's
very
a
early.
preemptive stop, and it's only because of the double game week.
Yeah, I think with the doubles,
fair.
he's a stop.
That's fair.
Just
It was a big haul this week.
because of what Brighton can do, and he's the pen taker. So I think he gets straight in there. It's not part of the
I thought it was
Hito's
about
rules.
points, but okay, whatever.
Yeah.
It is about points,
Fucking
but
with
it
my
also
game.
like, oh, sorry, Hito. Jesus, he's so okay. Well, you got to,
But you know what I mean.
No, it's okay. It's
you have to
okay.
bring this up pre-podcast.
It's a
okay?
lawless. No, you should bring it up to me and get permission.
Jesus. They get submitted.
You need to fill out a Google form, wait for the response.
Okay, let's move on to drops. Okay, my first drop is Hito.
Okay, I'll see you later.
All right, no. Okay, what are we thinking of drops here? I'm thinking United. Anything United.
Okay, that's got to be just a blip.
Nah, that is going to be soul destroying. They'll never
I
come
know,
back from
man.
it. Like, cash in on Rashford right now. I feel like there
it's
should be a
interesting.
hashtag
That's
called cash in on Rashi.
Yeah.
Cashy Rashi.
Yeah.
Maybe, but I doubt it.
Oh, if only we were talking about Villa.
I'm
Cash
not
in cash,
advising
Matty
that.
Cash.
Please, there's a disclaimer coming across the screen right now. Do not listen to Christopher Wade.
Yeah, look, I know it's a bit dangerous.
But there is that small part of you that goes, it's most likely a blip, but what if it isn't?
Do you approach Rashford owners?
Yeah, when they're a bit hurt.
Yeah. Well,
They're
they've
not
got,
hurt enough.
they've got the buy.
Rashford's been
They
insane.
might be looking at the buy coming up and go, oh, okay.
Get a bit of value. Maybe get Salah.
Remember when we used to do
Throw a-
loans?
Yeah, we did loans.
That was hectic.
Yeah, you're like 6 weeks here.
Yeah, I'll do this for 6 weeks. It was so
And then anytime
convoluted.
you want someone to come back and you can ask me.
Yeah. Or you just needed a keeper for a game week. But I remember that becoming more necessary when we had 8 players. When you had more players, you were really struggling
to pick anyone
those
up.
blanks.
to pick
Start.
anyone up. And you're like, well, so-and-so's holding 2 keepers and they might have an issue here. Actually used to work quite well.
It was fun.
It's very mutual.
It was
very,
fun. And we had that crazy spreadsheet with all of the.
But I think people in big leagues could do the loans.
yeah.
Like,
they
I
could.
think that actually be a way to try and, like,
it happens in football.
work your way out. Oh, yeah?
Yeah, loans.
Wow.
You know?
Okay.
Let's talk about a real drop.
I think we've only got one drop this
Well,
week.
I think it's a good thing because I think a lot of people want to know what to do with him. Mitrovic. As an owner,
Why do so many of my players
Is this
come up in this
counselling again
segment?
for Whitey? I feel like
What-
it's counselling every week.
Why always my players in this fucking
Mate, one of yours is in the stop. You're okay.
yeah, he's hot. What the fuck, Mitro? He's just getting
he's
sloppy,
cooked,
eh?
man.
I just don't think he's got the gas in
Dude,
those little
hasn't
leggies.
fucking scored since game week 19.
Like, he's had on and off injuries that whole time. He got that haul with 15 points. Then and I benched him that fucking week because it said he was injured. Oh, brutal.
look, I just want to say the only reason I think he's a drop necessary instead of a hold is because of Vinicius.
Yeah, but Vinicius is still not getting favoured results. I think Mitro does give more to the team.
Yeah, but
I think like he holds the ball up. I think what he gives isn't necessarily always only goals.
that's true. And he's not really getting the minutes and stuff. But I think that
Vinicius isn't getting the
No.
minutes.
you're not all, no.
No, he's not. That's the
he.
thing.
Does the fixtures entice you to hold a bit longer?
That's for me what it is.
29 to 33.
I'm gonna hold. I'm gonna hold.
Bournemouth.
I've been burned by him all season. If he goes hot for a little bit, I'm
Just
happy.
bench him.
And to me, there's not enough in our league right now in terms of forwards for me to be jumping on him. I think right now I'll be open to looking for other forwards to replace him.
Mm.
But yeah, for
You'd
now,
have to be a trade. Like your next options are Vinicius, Wood, Jimenez, Alvarez, Veghorst.
Alvarez. is an
Vegsy's
option.
available.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's-
Vegsy.
that's
Did you drop Vegsy?
Yeah, because I picked up Darwin.
Oh, the Vegsworst.
Can't believe you got to pick up Darwin.
I can't believe
Vegsy was my initial.
Now,
He
that's
was my
one
boy.
you fucking hold.
Who?
Darwin. That's one you hold through the tough time.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
dick,
Because
mate.
he's like a first, second draft pick.
Yeah,
for
you
like
just hold him. Just
late in the
case.
first or early
Yeah.
second. Yeah.
Geez, Wexy's getting the starts. I mean, he's not getting the goals, but he's getting the starts.
Mm.
That could be where I go to.
That could be good.
I'll go from one big slow person to another big slow person. Okay, I think that rounds us out. Oh, let's do our holds.
The only hold that we've got in here is Havertz.
And like we did hear news
Chelsea
this
in
week.
general.
Now that Jorginho has left the club, Potter has announced that Havertz will be the new pen taker. So that's the only reason. And it's not like Chelsea having a lot of pens, but it does just give him that little edge.
Yeah.
And with, I guess, that fixtures that we've been talking about, a win under the belt, maybe.
Because his form
Chelsea
has been
turnaround.
so bad, guys. Like he got an assist in game week 20.
He's still getting
then-
starts, though, dude.
He scored a goal at game week 17.
You
So we're
still want to
talking-
hold?
You got to think that, like, yeah, I don't know.
I think he's a forward, right? So
Yeah, I
it's-
think
you're running out of options.
Yeah.
I was just about to drop him.
He was a pen
He's-
taker.
And I said, like last week, you said, let's give Chelsea 2 more weeks
Yeah.
to get a result.
We
And
got one.
They got a result, and then this news came up because I was still going to drop him this
And to
week.
be fair, your fixtures are pretty good. Leicester,
They're
who
very
have
good.
dropped off a bit, Everton, Villa, and Liverpool.
Mm.
So Villa and Liverpool share the double. So you got 3 or 4 fixtures with a double in there. I think
We'll
it's
see.
an okay run to hold through.
See.
Okay, let's move on to our fan segment of the
Yeah.
pod.
Let's do it.
So we reached out to a couple of fans this week. We
Yeah.
reach out every week. Whoever
Definitely.
sends us a message, we pretty much respond to most people.
And we did the call out last week.
we did.
We wanted to know how the fuck Southie's doing.
Southie, the story.
She came. She messaged me.
She's back.
Yeah.
She is alive.
Thank you.
She hasn't quit draft based on how badly you drafted
I
for
know.
her. Well, does she have any
didn't
of the same
draft
players?
Amazing. Yeah, it's similar.
I
So
don't know.
I've
I
actually
don't
put
know, man.
I've put a screenshot on this other tab. I'm working out of fan pods.
Yeah, okay, I've got it here.
So she's alive. She's currently in 5th place. So they play head to head, which is definitely in our interest,
Okay.
Because, any team can win.
Yeah.
So she needs to get rid of Aubameyang.
Okay.
I don't know why she's
Yeah.
still got
You
him
do.
in there. She sent us what's available, but let's just run through her team just quickly.
Yep.
She's got Raya in goals with Martinez on the bench. Her defenders are Robertson, Walker, Dyer, and Laporte and Digne.
Mm-hmm.
Her mids are Almiron, Grealish, Mahrez, Sterling, and Rashi.
Okay.
And her forwards are pretty cooked. They're Havertz, Aubameyang, Antonio.
I like her midfield.
Her
for
midfield's
sure.
So the only one you drafted was Sterling, right? Everything else is
No.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think you drafted any of those.
I did all of the mids besides Almiron. I think she picked him up.
Yeah, good
and
one.
most of the defenders, I'm pretty sure I picked up. And also the strikers I picked up, but we told her to pick up Aubameyang when he
came
first
in. Yeah, it was a good one at the time.
At the time, yeah.
But it's a very overdue drop.
Yeah,
So
that is an overdue.
She sent me who's available in
Oh, I love that.
in each category forwards,
thank
mids,
you,
and
Sal.
In
defenders.
every category. Oh, now this is thorough.
Yeah,
I
That's
like
what we
this.
need.
I got her
'Cause
to
now
do
we
it
can give good advice.
in form
More
as
pressure.
well. So the available strikers are Wood, Gonotto, Jimenez, Bamford, Gonotto, Leeds.
Boys, my eyes are going straight to one name.
Me too. Fergie. Yeah, I haven't got there yet, but that's
I just
exactly.
had to just call it.
Shit.
I just had to
So-
jump in there.
So Morpay, Richarlison, Ferguson.
He
Yeah.
hasn't got the form, but like based off the fixtures,
Yeah.
Those doubles,
and
man.
he looked good in this game.
Yeah.
I was
Fergie.
actually going to suggest as well to chuck in a cheeky Richarlison because I think that she can drop Antonio as well.
Yeah, he's got a little injury. Does he?
No,
Yeah.
Rich
Was that an
Richarlison.
old-
Oh, sorry, Antonio.
Antonio. Yeah, is that an old injury symbol on that one? Or is
No,
that
I
new?
think he's got a little bit
Oh,
of
he
a
does.
nig.
Yeah.
Look,
hamstring
Richarlison didn't get a start against Wolves. Obviously, started the 2 games prior.
I think he's got a niggle, yeah.
Richarlison.
No, Antonio.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does. They've got good fixtures. Oh, they've got the bye week too.
Mm.
Yeah,
But definitely Ferguson.
Yeah,
And-
Ferguson in.
focusing
Aubameyang out.
100%.
Like even Havertz. I know we just said to hold.
I think Havertz hold.
The
Yeah,
Spurs
hold.
fixtures are good. Forest, Southampton, Everton. So
Yeah.
I don't mind that at 2 with a punt.
Let's look at midfielders now. Like the drops that I can see potentially are Almiron and Sterling.
Mm.
I think Mahrez. I don't know what's going on with Mahrez, but
I still think it's a hold.
I think it's a hold.
I think they're all holds personally.
Well, I'm seeing Solomon sitting there top of her list.
Mm.
Alcaraz as well is another shout out. Even Sancho maybe.
Sancho's a bit punty. I like
I'm
it.
already all over that punt.
I think that her mids are good enough to maybe hold for a bit longer to see what happens.
Yeah, I guess she doesn't have to play Almiron. Like
Mm.
you can just wait and see.
It's hard to leave Solomon on the bench.
I know when he's on
You don't
fire
know what's
like
going
that.
on.
But guys, I want to actually draw your attention because I like the mids. She doesn't need
doesn't
to
need
fix
help,
up.
yeah.
But her defense, she's still got Laporte, and I'm looking at a person called Ben Chilwell. Who's
Whoa.
available.
Whoa.
Yeah,
He's looking really good.
yeah.
Probably one of the better players for Chelsea at the moment.
Really.
And he's in this last Leeds game was the first time I've seen him since he came back from injury,
Mm.
where he was making those runs at the back post,
Yeah.
which is where he scored so many of his goals. He's clearly getting his fitness back.
Mm.
I think we're going to see him in more goal scoring positions.
Me too. So what I'm actually suggesting, back me if you guys think so. I'm saying put Chilwell as your first waiver because I think more people will be going for defenders in the waiver and Chilwell will be targeted this week, especially after that haul. Because I don't think she's in a 10-man league, so no one's really dropping forwards.
How was Chilwell available in a 10-man league?
I don't,
Yeah,
well, he
that's
probably got dropped because of the injury.
But I guess it's been a while.
I know, but he has
Someone would take
Chelsea's
a punt
been
anyway.
Stop sleeping
They're
on these
sleeping.
bitches.
Yeah.
We should have chucked Chilwell on this list.
Yeah.
I agree with you, mate. Get that in straight away.
Straight
and I
away.
also would get rid of Diggers and bring in Dawson from Wolves
Yeah.
because they've got a great run of fixtures here.
And they're
No doubles, but they've got Newcastle, Leeds, Forest,
Mhm.
and they've got a clean against Tottenham. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
I'll be wanting.
But
that
you know
over-
who's sitting in there as well? It's Fofana from Chelsea.
Where's Fofana? Yeah.
But you don't want to double up on Chelsea.
is it going to be more
defense.
risk though? Like,
Well, Thiago
when-
Silva's out for a while.
like 2 weeks?
Yeah.
no, 4 to 6 weeks.
Oh,
I read
really?
today.
It said mid-April. But I guess that's kind of
yeah, 4 to 6
poor,
weeks.
yeah. But I guess like I'm forgetting what fucking date it is. Don't worry.
Yeah. So
But yeah.
It's 7th of March. He's like, oh, it's already. I'm like, shit, what date is it?
I don't know. I was looking at the
Is it nearly
fixtures and
April?
it looked like there
It's
wasn't
Easter
that many
next week.
games he's missing.
all right, Southie. So that's probably what we're saying. We're saying Chilwell first.
Or is he missing one fucking game? Oh no, he's not. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong.
She
thing.
did
Okay,
send
it's
through
also
goalkeepers, so I'm assuming she's pretty happy with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got Martinez and Raya.
Yeah.
Like,
That's good.
she's-
Raya's a good one.
She's chilling there. Yeah.
Okay, well, I think that's a pretty good shout.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on.
All right. So the man, the myth, the legend, Jose D.
Oh,
Again.
not Jose
Getting
M.
us back.
No.
It's on a
Jose
hat trick.
D in
Even
the place
better.
to be with the spellbound Mikey and MCG.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So he actually said
Flames. Jesus. Miles.
he wants us to do
Where's
a
the
little
beat?
bit of a deep dive into his team.
Okay.
Just because he's made some gains this week. Okay, so he's up to 4th in his ladder.
I want to say this is a
big.
safe space, right?
Mm.
A very safe space.
Safe as.
Send your team in. We love it.
Yeah, we love doing these deep dives.
He does. Yeah, let's.
So
Sorry,
I've got him
let's
to
dive.
send us in, like forwards, mids, defenders, all in form. He sent us 2 pages of each.
Wow, the
and
dedication.
He just wants to go through his team because he really wants to win it. He's less than 100 from the
Of course he
leader.
does. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So,
So am I, dude. So am I.
so his keepers are De
Hope he didn't play
Gea.
De Gea this week. Fuck, that would have been bad.
Well, I
I
think I'm not sure. I know he sent me his team, but I'll.
No, he would have
That's okay.
played Kepa surely
Hopefully,
against
yeah.
Leeds.
So he's got De Gea and Kepa, and then his defenders are Trent, White, Davies, Chilwell,
Jesus.
and Robinson from Fulham.
How big's his league?
He's in a 9-man.
Whoa.
Yeah,
This
he's-
team is stacked.
Yeah. And then his mids are Salah, Grealish, Madison, Matoma, and Maduk.
He's 100 points off the leader.
Yeah. And this is all from listening to our pod throughout the whole year. Like he's made pickups because of, the advice that we're giving. So if you're a new listener and you want to see, you want to get what Jose D's getting, send us your team. We'll help you out.
Oh, hang on. What's his forwards?
His forwards is Weghorst, Tony, and Solanke.
See, that's good because, like, for me with forwards, as long as you've got one staple in there, the rest are pretty flexible.
Especially if you're stacked in defense and midfield.
Yeah, like, and the fact he's got Tony up front, like, there you go, boom. You can like keep that rock going all the rest of the season. Then Weghorst, like, he's not really scored much lately, but we've already been talking about the fact, like, he's getting minutes for United and an informed United
Yeah.
team.
Well, let's quickly go defense. I wouldn't say drop anyone except maybe Robertson could move out just because they've got Arsenal then a blank.
Yeah. So
If you want to try something a little different, but you got starters for
I'm not seeing anyone really jumping out to me in the defense, though, for like what's available.
maybe Webster just to get on that Brighton defense
for the doubles.
for the double.
Oh, Webster. Oh, yeah. Love that. Yeah,
May-
I would do that for the doubles.
Maybe a
So I reckon you could come back to Robinson if you wanted
Yeah.
to after
Oh,
the blank. 'cause no one's
easily.
picking him up next week.
maybe
preemptively.
Fofana as well, just for Chelsea's fixtures.
Yeah,
Where's
like I don't
Fofana's?
mind
I
that.
can
I
see
think
he's-
I'd move for Fofana after these doubles.
He's also highlighted that Hickey is available. Brentford defender.
Hickey.
Yeah,
Hickey,
so he
Hickey,
was
Hickey.
thinking,
He hasn't
for
got a lot of
Robertson.
points.
Yeah,
He hasn't got a lot of
Is he
points.
starting,
Or-
though?
No, he's like 26 points. He's
Last
got
2
two
games.
starts in the last 2 games.
Mm.
I like Fofana and
Webster. better.
Webster more.
Yeah, me too.
At the moment, and even like the Wolves again, defenders.
Mm.
Yeah,
I like
you've
them
already
more.
shouted
I
Dawson.
like them more personally.
Yeah, Dawson. It's again as Whitey said, it's not sexy, but it
just
kind of gets the job
The
done.
fixtures are just okay, and they come in, but you're not probably going to play all of them. But you can work the doubles. I think that's pretty sorted for defense.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to talk mids.
Yeah. let's
So
talk-
I
it's-
think that the only mid that he's thinking about dropping is Mudryk.
Mudryk.
I'd get rid of him.
Yeah, looking at Solomon there, I don't know. I'd probably go for Solomon. There's not a lot available in his league. We did shout out McGinn last week as a potential. I can see Billing there, Alcaraz. There's a few names.
So he was looking at possibly Visser and Sancho. as, you know, a little bit of like punty fifth mid options.
Look, I like the Sancho punt, although I don't think he started in. Oh, but he's injured. He's got a little niggle.
Does he?
Yeah, he got a niggle as soon as I fucking picked him up. It was fucking typical. This
Yeah,
year.
I would be
Um,
jumping on Solly for
I like Solly,
Mudryk.
especially because it's his fifth mid.
yeah,
You know?
and to just stop someone else
Yeah,
taking the punt because no one's
that's
gonna.
true.
If you drop Mudryk, no one's going. Oh fuck! I can't
Couldn't
believe you
get
did
it."
that.
Yeah.
Like it's a punt and a half.
Yeah, it depends how many idiot Chelsea mates you got underneath you in
Yeah,
the
that's true.
waivers.
That's why I like
In
the
our
mids.
league,
I don't
there's
think anyone
heaps.
else you can change. Salah, Grealish, Maddo. You can maybe work some trades potentially, but you've got two big hitters there with Salah and Matoma.
I think Grealish is actually an interesting chat for a little bit of a trade right now because
Yeah.
it's not blistering form from him, but he is kind of ticking over with points.
Yeah.
And it might be enough to trade him a little bit higher than he's worth.
That's true.
So maybe you could work a trade in there for Grealish.
And we
but-
know he can go really quiet as well.
Is it too
So
early to
just
call
get on it.
Maddo?
Look, I was looking at Maddo.
Blank for the last 3 weeks.
He was
Yeah.
injured.
I played 2 of them. Sorry, 2 of the
Oh.
last 3.
Yeah, and I mean, Leicester's just not looking.
They're dropping off a
fantastic.
bit, but
But it is Maddo, and he's on free kicks.
yeah,
think
but we
he's
got to
on
hold. I
pens.
don't think anyone else is. I dropped Mudryk first for Solly and then
Yeah.
leave it at that.
And look, like his forwards.
Yeah, let's finish it up here.
Yeah, Veghorst, Tony, and Solanke. I'm looking at people that are available for him, and it's nothing great. I think you just hold there.
I
And he didn't-
agree.
He said he's not really looking at moving forwards.
Nah.
the only punt is Welbs, maybe if he gets
For the
another
double.
start.
And we did say Vinicius, but it's not enough. It's
The minutes aren't
he's not
there,
getting
is
the
it?
minutes. I think you've got 3 starting forwards. You've got to be pretty happy with that.
Yeah,
Would you potentially leverage just one quick one before we move on? Leverage your stacked defense and midfield to try and upgrade us forward for a big dog.
You could do that for sure. I mean,
Like
it looks
one
like he's
defender,
going
one midfielder to then go
'Cause-
for
Yeah, at the moment he's
know,
really
a
playing like
Darwin
a
or
4-4-2.
yeah.
like Maddo and Davies for Darwin,
Yeah,
I mean-
interesting.
something like that.
Yeah, I
have to
would
work
do
some
that
shit
because of the
forwards, mids, and defenders in there, but
Or even maybe Grealish,
because he's got no swing spots here.
Yeah,
He's got
give
no
away
swings.
Grealish or Maddo and a defender like Davies or possibly White because they're leaking, and you can leverage the White haul
for the goal.
for the goal. All things to think about, Jose D.
Hit
Let
us up if
know.
you want
There
some
you
trades.
go.
We'll
Yeah.
do trade chat next week for
Yeah,
you.
trade chat.
Well, it's a nice little momentum there because
A bit of a segue.
trade alert. Vasquez G. Vasquez G is
Vasquez,
written in. He
okay.
wants to know what to do with this trade.
Hit me.
He's got
Maybe his name's Vask.
yeah, but it's Vasquez to me.
Oh, that's
it's-
that's pretty fancy.
It's pinky out.
So he's
is
got
fancy.
Matoma and Ganotto,
Ganonto, yeah.
Ganonto, and he's
Gnocchi? No?
he's
Oh, yeah.
he's talking to an owner about trading for Bowen and Jesus.
He wants Bowen.
Well, I think he's looking at Jesus before he gets the form. So basically, he's giving away Matoma to get Jesus and then a
I have
Bowen.
an answer for you.
Tell me.
Don't do it.
No. Not
Hold
now.
Matoma for your life. It's not a.
Look at the double game week.
It's not a like a random flurry of form.
And Jesus has got to come back. He's got to move back into the team. He's got to get the minutes again. Look,
There's
Bowen
time.
can become good like he did, but he's so bad. I'm going to drop him this week, guys.
Yeah, and even before that, like Jesus was good, but he wasn't anything better than
He looked better than
Matoma
what
in
he
his
was.
best.
He had a little decent
He
run
had some
in
good
there.
runs. Like, yeah, he did, but he wasn't. I think Matoma's hauling more.
So long.
Mahoma is just great.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
And now with Trossard as a threat for playing that number 9 role as well, you got Nketiah, who is, had been taking over the role, in the meantime. It's going to be slow that he's worked back in. And that's if he gets back in.
And it's been a long injury. You never know how he's going to come back.
There's too much risk with not enough reward for that trade for me.
100%.
Like, I think that I wish I knew what was available in his league for pickups, for example. Like, I'm just wondering if maybe, obviously Matoma is awesome right now. Double game weeks, all that shit going on. He will start, probably most of the games in those double game weeks, which is pretty rare. Like, for
And he's got
me, this
Jensen
season it's been
too.
really hard. I've picked up double game week players. They don't start both games. Matoma will.
Matoma will. And look, it just in final thoughts as well. Not final thoughts, but he just had one more question. It's what does he do with Son? He's getting really.
Is this
really-
his team here?
Yeah, just below.
Oh shit! I just saw that.
Yeah, so he's getting really, really fed up with him.
I wouldn't be surprised, man. Like if someone like Solomon's free, I'd be so tempted, dude.
Imagine dropping Son for
it's like,
Solomon.
look at it though. It's fucked.
It's pretty bad. He's
It's
on 88
fucked.
points.
Look, I don't know who's available in your
but he's
league.
also got Sterling and Bailey. They're all fucking dead weights in midfield.
Yeah, I'd be dropping Bailey before I'd be dropping
Yeah,
Son.
unless there's two amazing people,
Yeah.
drop Bailey first and see
Yeah.
what you can do.
Yeah.
Send us your.
If you can get a trade through though, like I you know,
You could cash in on Johnson up front. I don't know.
he ain't getting rid of him.
Nah.
He just said straight up, he goes, I ain't getting rid
Well,
of
his
Johnson.
defense is pretty stacked with Veltman, Van Dyke, Estupian, Gabrielle.
Ish, yeah. Ramsdale.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, well, let us know if you do the trade, Vasquez.
Okay.
I would say no. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, don't-
Boys,
Hold on
I'm
to
going to have to
Matoma.
move us along here.
Let's
Sorry,
do it.
Vasquez, but I would say no to the trade. Let's wrap up our podcast. We'll quickly run through our pickups here. We've talked up a lot of these guys. I'm going to
Quick
start
fire.
this week.
Yeah, do it.
All defenders.
Wow.
And
I just
two
think
from
some of
the
these
same
guys-
fucking team.
I just
So
think
boring.
these guys will be available. We've talked about their double
Yeah.
game weeks. The best of the two is really the Brentford double game weeks. But yeah, so I'm looking at Veltman, Pinnock, and Dunk.
Yeah.
I'm
Solid.
thinking those three are
And
solid.
defenders start doubles a lot more than
Exactly.
midfields and
It's
attackers.
more consistent in the starting. And those guys, yeah, while they do have blanks, while Brighton does have a blank, I still think it's worth it.
100%.
Okay, Milesy.
Malo.
Yeah, so I'm going to chuck in Jensen because I
you
think,
got it.
it's
Yeah.
just, we've already spoken about him. I actually put Alcatraz in as well. He's really impressed me.
Is his name Alcatraz?
Yeah.
I think it's Alcaraz.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Alcaraz, dude.
But we know it's Milo. It's always going to say something different.
It's Alcatraz to me. Okay.
Loves throwing in a random letter.
Yeah. Alcaraz.
Because
Alcaraz.
he should be in prison for how many goals he's stealing.
Exactly.
There we go.
Yeah.
And then
2
I
and
chucked
4
in
weeks.
Wes Fofana as well.
Yeah.
Just because I think he's available and the news about Thiago Silva,
It'll be him,
4 to 6
Koulibaly,
weeks.
and Badiashile.
and you never know if, Thiago's going to come back the way he was.
Yeah, the fixtures
straight
are
away.
good, so I like it.
Yeah.
To round it out, I've shouted his name multiple times this thing. I think Dawson.
You're shouting
I
that
just
from
look-
the
I
rooftops,
know,
dude.
It's just because he's free in our league, and I think Wolves are solid when they have a good run. And then I want to throw in a
It's
little.
the second team, isn't it?
Yeah, I was
It
about to
is.
say Wolves are solid.
It is. Well, defensively, they can have good runs.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
I did a bit of a hybrid because they're basically same. Obviously, two different positions. Sensi and Billing from Bournemouth. Little bright sparks this week. We called them out earlier.
Yeah.
And then finally, Bilva.
Bilby.
Yeah, Bilva.
2 and 2.
He's a form player.
Yeah, you got to jump on him when he's hot. He's a City player. He starts. Boom. Boom.
Or even off the bench, he's threatening.
Well,
man.
yeah,
Like,
that's the
where he
thing, actually.
scored,
He's not
so
been starting, but I think he will start next game off the back of what he did there.
I think so too. But they've got Champions League coming up again, so keep an eye out.
Keep an
The
eye
fixtures
out.
are coming, boys.
Mahrez is playing in the Champions
Yeah,
League.
keep an eye out.
Foden in the Prem.
Watch
Yeah.
those lineups before you put your waiver in.
Yeah.
You got to keep your eye out. Well, I think that wraps us up nicely for this week, boys.
Yep.
It's a solid hour-long
Oh,
pod.
they say sour.
So if you're still listening to us now,
Extra content. We give
Yeah.
it to the listeners.
yeah. So what do we? What's our extra content? Hito's got something.
You dare! Don't you dare!
They took your jeeps.
The bunny's a
Don't you
charity
dare!
match.
Okay, let's round it out with that. And shout out to this dude who's fucking losing his mind.
Yeah. All right, boys. Well, thank
You
you.
might tag him.
Yeah, let's tag him.
Also, ask your questions. We're enjoying these deep dives.
Send it in.
Send your teams. Send us all the screenshots.
Yeah. Screenshots are good.
Screenshots and everything.
Miles is on Insta. Hito's on Twitter. I'm on nothing.
Yeah.
That's
Ma-
it.
Let's go to TikTok, boys.
Oh god, do we
They
have
just
to?
banned it in the US.
Oh.
What TikTok?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm pretty sure they're like literally about to push it through.
Oh shit!
Biden is banning TikTok.
Time's up, baby.
Fuck, it's pretty crazy. Now, whoa, new podcast. What's going on with TikTok? This is the bonus content.
No, we're doing the
do you
food.
do you want shit tech updates? What's happening in the world? Haven't heard of anything except a random post on social.
We're doing a food podcast.
Dude, I only read headlines.
Yeah. I hate the news. I work in it as well.
It's rubbish.
Yeah.
All right.